Exclamation everybody, and welcome to Loop Hero. It is by 4 Quarters and published by Devolver Digital. This is the demo. There's a free demo right now during the Steam festival that's going on. But you can also pre-purchase the game for 15% off at $12.74 US, normally $15 US. It's a little bit difficult to describe this game. Basically, if you are familiar with the movie Neverending Story 2, at the end, Bastion fights off the Nothing and then is tasked with recreating the entire universe from his thoughts. Thus is the premise of this game. If you were to take that premise and then put it into I guess you would call this a roguelike, because it's kind of got a roguelike thing going on, where you have a camp that you build up in between runs and stuff. But it's best if I just kind of show you what's going on. It actually, the tutorial's pretty good, and it actually brings you into the game really quickly. I'm not. Should I do a tutorial? No, I'll skip the tutorial because I've already done it and I'm familiar with it. You can see I've played about 25 minutes already. But we are going to start a new game, and I'll just say skip tutorial. The tutorial only does one loop anyway, and you'll see what I mean once we pop in here. Hopefully this will also still give me the story, so we'll see. Let's do it. The stars in the sky are going out, one by one. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it is too late. Sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed, even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there is absolutely no chance of bringing everything back, there will always be someone who is willing to do the impossible. In a place without space, without time, without memories. Alright, and they start me out in our camp, which, as you can see, is absolutely nothing. So what we do is we build a campfire because we have just enough resources. You would get these resources during the tutorial, so that's why we're just giving them to me here. As I skip that, and then that's our campfire. Our campfire will eventually attract other people, but this is where we stop off between expeditions. So let's go head out on our first expedition here. Oh wow, they got all the expeditions. Oh, this is all the cards I have unlocked, I guess, from my last run. Huh, interesting, or something like that. Anyway, Chapter 1. Enemies have 0 to 1 abilities. Enemy strength is 5% less. Their growth is 2% per loop. Each loop is basically everything levels up. Max amount of resources is 10. Class a warrior. And we got damage, all regen, vampirism, all that stuff. So all this will become somewhat more clear as we go. So we'll start. So first of all, start out in adventure mode, and by right clicking you go between adventure and planning mode. Planning mode basically stops time and allows you time to just figure out what you're doing. This is the loop. A different loop is generated every expedition, but basically you start out with nothing and there's just a bunch of enemies that show up. I'm actually going at 2 times speed. Normally does it at 1 time speed. Up here is the progress of the day. Every day your hero gets a little bit of health back, but also enemies regen, and then depending on how many enemies we kill and stuff, this bar goes up, and that tells us when we're going to meet the big bad, the boss. Now, probably not going to survive long enough to get to the boss, so if our health starts getting down low, and here's our health points, I can just retreat, and that will return us to camp, and then we'll have to start. We'll take 60% of all the resources that we gathered, and we'll get into resources in a minute. And then we'll have to start a new expedition, and we'll have a chance to use those resources to then build up our campsite. So that's the basic premise. all the movement and the combat is automatic. I can't do anything about it. All I can do is tell him to retreat. Over here is our inventory. Right now we got nothing on us, but as he kills slimes and other things, these are slimes along the road here, enemies, he'll pick up items, and then I can start to put them up in the inventory, equip them. And you can see our damage stats. We're doing 4 to 6 damage. This path, everything is wrong, but I remember. It looks like a completely different place. And it's empty again. Do my actions even have any meaning? Like, I have a choice. If one needed to give up and cry to save the world, I would be the worst savior of all. Let's do it. Like I have a choice, I guess. Yep, and you see the combat here, you see the blue bar saying, and oh, we can see how much damage and how much hit points they have by rolling over, but you can see the green is the hit points, the blue is when they're going to attack. Alright, and then that battle gave us some cards, and these cards do things. So you place them on the board. Rock, it gives you strength, it's plus 2 hit points, plus 2 more hit points for every adjacent rock or mountain. So if you put these together, you can see all the yellow spots where you can put rocks and stuff. So I can basically, when you put things down, you just kind of want to put them where they're going to do some good. The rocks and stuff don't really help other than you want to put them next to one another. So I'm just going to put them there. Now this other one, whoop, accidentally took me out of, I went out of planning mode by accident. Yeah, so here's another rock, so we'll put that next to that one. So they feed off of each other. They also give you some resources sometimes. Vampire Mansion. Hungry eyes follow your every move through the holes in the roof. Adds vampires to battles on adjacent tiles. So if I put this over here, you can see those 3 adjacent tiles that it occupies on the road. I can get a chance for a vampire to spawn there. And then Spire Cocoon, a silky bastion of 8-legged hunters, spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. We'll put that there. And Oblivion is erases any established tiles or erases monsters from the road. This helps later on if we're low on health and we want to get to the campfire or something. I can erase some higher level monsters off the road so we can get there. Meadow, earth covered with a thick carpet of grass. Nothing really interesting unless you're a cow, of course. Heals 2 hit points at the start of each day. We'll put the meadow. Now meadow that grows, I think if you put stuff next to the meadow, it grows. Yeah, like that. You get a blooming meadow and you have it next to that, to something else. So it's good. Alright, battlefield spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts. So let's put this right there. I got another rock. Put that there. A beacon, a worthless landmark in a world with no directions. 40% movement speed within its range, but plus 20% attack speed for all units. So we'll do the beacon right there, maybe. Back off, human! A vampire, where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock, only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. Demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and then I will set this crumbled world right. Right! I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone, in the name of good. They'll be grateful for my hard work, and just let me bleed you dead, you dry. I think we get a little bit of story after this as well. I'm going to hold off on explaining what's going on. Yep. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped our settlements to prosper. But this won't do it all. Now they're just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently, the blood of other creatures doesn't make good sustenance. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures that just stand near him are imbued with the power to devour someone else's life. Okay, and we got some mountains. It's like a rock, but big, very big. Plus 5 hit points for each adjacent rock or mountain. Okay, so these I can kind of put along the side here. And they also give you these like resources. So you get like noticeable changes enough to turn a caterpillar into a butterfly, blah, blah, blah. 20 changes form a complete metamorphosis. I don't know what that means, but that's a thing. Rations, so you get food from it. And preserved pebbles, small stones to still remember how the world used to look. When you hold them, you're able to vaguely remember it for a few seconds too. 10 pieces of pebbles form one preserved rock. So all those things are used for, I believe, for crafting stuff. We got another meadow here, so I'm going to put that down. And then we've got some equipment, which I have not been looking at. So we got some armor, put that on. You see, gives me 84 more maximum hit points. And we got a pole arm with 4 to 6 damage and 2 defense, or sword with 4 to 6 damage. This one's got 2 defense, so we'll give the pole arm a try. As far as I know, you can't get rid of stuff. Like there's no trash can that I know of. So things just kind of accumulate in here and move around on their own. You can see, here's our progress. Map completion. When this bar is filled, the boss of this chapter will appear on the campfire tile. And then this is our day progress. And we got a shield. Excellent. Nice, they're both 4 to 6. Here's that chest that just spawned. Good, and that gives us a even better shield with some regen on it. Now, once you replace something here, it does get rid of whatever was there. So, there's that at least. Alright, road lantern. We'll put that right there. That's a lot of enemies at one shot here. Whole lot. Alright, we got another mountain. A cemetery, a place for the dead, and for some of the living. Occasionally spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Some things you put on the road, as you can see. Another meadow there. You see our health is regenning, thanks to that thing that we have on. These are all level 1 weapons, so I'm not going to worry about them too much. Another battlefield. That there. Another meadow over here. Another cemetery. I'll put that up there. Every time he goes into the cemetery, he collects something. I don't know what that is. I guess I can look up here, see what it is. I think he just collects a rock or something. Vampire Mansion. Do that. You can see I'm making it harder for myself, but at the same time it's... as you roll over stuff too, you can see it pauses. But I'm also going to get more loot and be able to level up and be strong. We got a better pole arm, 6 to 10, 2 damage to all, plus 3 defense. We'll do that. We also have a ring now, which does more regen per second. Cool. Alright. And we got some rocks. Roads. Lantern. I guess that right there. Vampire Mansion. Right there. Give me lots and lots of Vampire Mansions. And there, when you walk over your campfire, you get some health back. I don't think you get all of your health back, just a percentage. Ooh, level 3 shield with vampirism on it. Sure, I'll take that. That'll help us regen some health as we hurt things. Another meadow, and we'll put another cemetery down. Why not? Alright, what do we have here? We got a spider cocoon. Another meadow. And we have a ring with free defense. We're getting regen off of this, right? Okay, so let's just use that with the defense. Why not? And this one, this armor actually has more HP on it than the other one. Okay. Sure. Yeah, so we're at like 10 to 16 damage, 170 max HP, damage to all 2, 17 HP we're regenerating each day. Alright. That's good stuff. And just monitoring him as he goes around the loop. Ooh, what is that? A Dirk. 13 to 19, 2 damage to all, plus 7% counter, 8% evasion. Sure, I guess. Why not? Road lantern. Reach the maximum number of monsters on adjacent tile. The effective lanterns can stack. Let me put one right here by our campfire. Boys evading lots of stuff. Alright, rocks there, meadow there. A treasury. The thick walls guard all types of riches from thieves and their previous owners. Gives a random resource after placing anything on an adjacent tile. Can't be built adjacent to anything. Okay. So you place this down and then you place something next to it and it'll give a random resource. And then we got level 3 armor here. Yeah, I mean that just blows away the armor that I have. And then what's this? Broken longsword, 12 to 18. Nah, not that great. Bring this 12% counter on that. Okay. The damage in these vampires is pretty good though. I'd say. Alright, more rocks. More meadow. This shield is not really as good as the other one because the other one's got vampires a lot. This ring, 5 damage to all, plus 4% attack speed. That's actually pretty good. I'm going to do that. Alright, there we go. Stop! Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember. Remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all you've got. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me to restore order in this world first? Then you can do anything you want to. Goblin must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. Guess I don't need any valid objection here. Oh, wait. I do have one. How about... Yeah. It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. It means that everything is actually not so bad and the world is trying to restore itself. Or that even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. Okay, we got another mountain. And we've got a grove. We can put along the path. Another spider cocoon. We'll put down there. Sure, I think we're good there. Anything over here? What's this? This ring... 4 magic damage. You're not really doing magic damage, really. So... this here has got, like, more max HP, but doesn't have the regen, so I don't really want that right now. I'm really liking the regen. Just like the vampirism on my shield. Alright, meadow. There. Rocks there. Mountain range over there. Another meadow here. Sure, and we're actually halfway to map completion. That's cool. This is about the furthest I've gotten. So we're doing pretty good right now, I'd say. Alright, mountain range. Spider cocoon. We'll put that over there. More rocks. Our health regen is doing really well. Ooh, what was that? 316 max HP, attack speed plus 8%, and vampirism 10%. Yes. And then this ring, 2 defense, 4% attack speed, 9% counter, and regen on it. Yeah, that sounds good too. I'll take all that. That was a hard-fought battle. Well, what was that? I've never seen this. Oh, a treasury. Okay. Treasury. Right there, I guess. Rocks there. More rocks. I guess I can hide that. Those there. Ooh, what was that? 5. Level 5. Yeah, I kind of like the vampirism on the one that we got. Grove here. I'll put that maybe right there. Oh, I see. Stuff is falling off the bottom and then going up into there. Okay. I was wondering how that was working. I wasn't noticing it before. Meadow there. A level 5 shield. What does that do? 16 defense, but yeah, I kind of like the vampirism on that because it's keeping me nice and healthy. Along with the regen, too. Okay, what is that? Defense 13. Attack speed counter plus 8%. Doesn't have regen on it. Well, now I'm going to keep what we got for right now. Damn, there's a lot of guys here. And they're attacking a whole lot, but we're evading quite a bit. It's interesting. We're getting hit pretty bad. Damn. Alright, we're gonna have to bite the bullet and get some... use some of that other equipment, I think. We're down to 284 health there. Oh wow, he just keeps spawning ghosts. Okay, hang on a second here. Rocks down there. Meadow. 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 Rock. beacon. There. Another grove. There. Let's get rid of some of those guys for a second there. Just because, holy crap, there's a lot here. 407, evasion, regen. What do we got? That will take the vampirism away, but it gives me regen, constant regen, so that's probably good. I mean, I still have vampirism on the shield, so that's still a thing. Armor. Okay. Alright, well that's, I guess, best we can do right now. We're at 316, so we're healing up pretty quickly. Which is good. Is that another battlefield? Okay. That, here, I guess. Another vampire mansion. Okay. Keep an eye on my health though, because we'll have to retreat if it comes to that. Mountain there, treasury. Put that down at some point here. Okay, what was that? Attack speed counter. Innovation. Yeah, it's kind of a side upgrade, kind of, sort of. That's not anything. There we go. We've got good health boost there. We got another chest coming up here too. We got to kill. We have to murder the chest. Alright, another mountain, and what do we get there? Ring, 4%. 1% counter. No. The ring I have on has regen, and I need all that regen right now. I would say. Alright, more rocks. Down there, more meadow. Getting darn close to the end here, about 75%, looks like. Again, furthest I've gotten. Level 6 weapon. 24 to 36. Yeah, but it doesn't have anything else on it. That's kind of a weird one. It would be a good upgrade, but at the same time, doesn't feel like it's good enough. Yeah. These big battles. These big battles, though. Right, got a road lantern right there. We're not getting shields that are much better than what we had. Now this ring, though, 4. Nah, magic damage. Nah. Another spider cocoon right there, and we'll put a cemetery there. Make it even harder for ourselves. We are the hero after all. This is what we were born for. Ooh, that looks like a nice dagger there, sort of. Curved sword. Ooh, even better one. 6. A scimitar, I mean. This one, magic damage, attack speed. This just has attack speed, but it's really good. The attack speed on this one's 12%. Yeah, this does a hell of a lot more damage. We're gonna do that. Okay. Anything else of interest here? It doesn't look like it. We're pretty down on our health too. Let's see, where am I at? There. We got some of these along the way there. Try to keep some kind of health going. Alright, more rocks over here. And some more meadows. Yep. All the stats going. Okay. Good stuff there. Alright, what do we have here? Rapier. 1422 with vampirism plus 4%. Okay, what is this? Max HP is not great. The shield, 18, counter 13%, regen per second, 6%. Let's do that because I need more defense. And then this, what's this shield? 8% counter, evasion, and vampirism. Actually, that one, we'll do that one. Do that one instead. All right. Change my mind. Okay, more rocks. And another mountain. Mountain there. I guess the rocks around here. Road lantern there. Fire cocoon there. There we go. They're running out of spots to put things. Another meadow. Right there. Blue lantern there. What is that ring? 8% attack speed, 1.2 regen, and evasion. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that one. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, we're evading like a mofo. Health is slowly going down, but we are close to the boss battle. Let's get a rock there, I guess. A meadow next to it. Put a battlefield down there. Let's see. I guess we'll let this go. Seems like that might have been a mistake. We're getting a lot of damage. Alright, let's plan this out a little bit. Oh, and there's the end boss. Seems like every time I place something down, that's what does it. That attracts him. Grove there. Meadow. Our mansion. Let's go Oblivion right there on that one. That. Because we need some regen to happen here before we get to that guy. A lot of regen. I don't think we're going to be able to make it. I mean, we'll make it to him, but I don't think we're going to be able to murder him. Some health back, though. Alright, let's do... beacon there. Rock. Grove. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Out in there. So what is this? Armor. Counter vampirism. I kind of want to do that. What is this? Defense. 23. I mean, the armor I got on has regen, just basic, but I think we're going to need the vampirism more than the regen right now, because the regens, we don't have enough time to regen. Here we go. How? How is this even possible? That's right. You didn't devour me like the rest of the world. Haven't I? You really don't think so. What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. Consumed all of your reality. Every one of its elements now rests in a separate pocket dimension. Faces, living beings, information, even memories. They shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform static mass. Along with you, of course. You're insane. So what do we have here? I see you found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality, to organize, combine, and merge them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talent or knowledge in you. You hardly even understand what is happening, right? And I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks that it can get away with it. You're already doomed and you know it. Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors. A problem I must learn to solve. Not waste any time, then. I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. Are you, though? Oh, my goodness, he hurts. Alright, you've died in battle. Death does not favor the fallen, but it made a little exception for you. Retreat, you keep 30% of all resources found. Okay. Yeah, if I had retreated on my own, I would keep 60%. So, yeah, that's fine. You can see we're back at our camp now, and there's survivors here. I can't believe it. Hey, everybody, the boy has managed to return. Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, or we can't remember. These people that you see are only a small part of that's left from the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. Every day we find new signs of people that, as far as anyone here knows, have never even been with us. It's like we forgot them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like people disappear every day and we instantly forget they even existed, almost as if we forgot the place we came from, and our families, and maybe even ourselves. My name is Yota. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said that I'd managed to return. It means that you knew that I'd left here. That's why it's so important for us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we were able to approach you. Listen, we can't wander around in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here. A real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before. There's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'd be glad if you could help us, and we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving this group is too dangerous. I'll ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to, a place where I can hear other people's voices. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are a few things that survived the cataclysm and neither vanished nor were forgotten. You might need them. Cool. They gave me some resources. You can see all our resources over here. And I can go build. And what can we build? don't have enough for a smithy. I don't have enough for herbalist hut. If I can build a field kitchen, do that. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. What? You're waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table following the tasty smell of a good stew. Okay. And gymnasium can't do yet. You can see all this different stuff that you can build eventually once you unlock them and you have enough resources for it. And like I said, if I had retreated, which I was thinking of it, I was thinking of just retreating before I got to the end there, I would have saved 60%, but when you die, it's only 30%. So that's the rogue-like element to it, I would say. Here's our statistics. We got 119 kills. Expedition time, 34 minutes. And the resources that we lost and the resources that we acquired. And how many cards we put out. So every time you put out a card, you get closer, one step closer to spawning the dude in. And yeah, that is that, my friends. Can I get back to the main menu? I guess this'll do. This is just basically the main menu. But that, my friends, has been Loop Hero. It is by 4 quarters and published by Devolver Digital. It's a free demo right now during the Steam festival. You can go download and take a look at it yourself and play just what I've played here. You can also pre-order it for 15% off at $12.74, normally $15 US. And that will be it for me, friends. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.